Metric system conversions. The metric system is based on powers of 10, and the conversions do take some memorization, but there's a quick way to remember how to convert between metric units using the metric stairs, or sometimes referred to as the metric staircase. There's a great mnemonic device, King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk, that we can use to help us remember the most common prefixes within the metric system. King, or kilo, is 1,000. Henry, or hecto, is 100. Doesn't, or deca, is 10. Usually, or the unit, whether that's meters, grams, or liters, is 1. Drink is deci, that's a tenth, or 0.1. Chocolate, or centi, is 100th, or 0.01. And milk, or milli, is 1,000th, or 0.001. We can use the concept of the stairs to help us convert from numbers with a larger prefix to a smaller prefix, and we would do that by going down the stairs. And as we go down the stairs to the right, we want to move the decimal place in our original number to the right as many steps as we take. Or we can multiply by 10 or a power of 10 for every step that we take or that we go down. When we are moving from a number with a smaller prefix to a number with a larger prefix, we are going up the stairs, we're going up to the left, so we have to move the decimal place within the original number to the left as many steps as we take up, or we are dividing by a power of 10 for every step that we go up. So let's take a look at how this works with some examples. The first example asks us to convert 4.5 kilometers to centimeters. So if I go back up to my staircase, I'm converting from a kilometer to a centimeter. I'm going down the stairs. I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. I don't count the step that I start on. I only count the number of steps that I go down. So if I'm going back to my question, I'm going to do this 2 different ways. The first way, I'm going to do this by looking at powers of 10. And the second way we're going to look at it is by moving that decimal place. So because I went down 5 steps, I want to multiply by 10 to the power of 5, which is the same as a 1 with 5 zeros. So it's easier for you to think about how many steps you go down or up, and that's the number with the amount of zeros that you're going to either divide or multiply by. So I'm going to take my 4.5 and I'm going to multiply it by a 1 with 5 zeros. And remember, I'm multiplying because I'm going down, and my number should get bigger. It's going to be bigger than 4.5. And when I do that, it gives me an answer of 450,000. The other way that you can approach this question is by moving the decimal place. So right now my decimal place is in between the 4 and the 5. So I'm going to move it to the left, I'm going to move it to the right 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my new decimal place. Within these little holes, I like to think of them as egg cartons, and you're going to put an egg in every single spot that is empty. So now I have the same answer as I would have gotten if I multiplied by powers of 10 as I got when I moved my decimal place. So it becomes 450,000. So 2 ways to answer the same question, and you can choose which method works the best for you. We're going to do both methods for each of these questions. So the next question is 0.02 meters, or 2/100th of a meter, and we're going to convert that into millimeters. I'm going to come back up to my staircase. I'm going to get rid of what I had in my previous example. And I'm going to start now at meters, or my units. And I'm going down to millimeters. And I'm going down 1, 2, 3 steps. Okay. Because I'm going down, I'm multiplying. So I'm starting with my original value, so 0.02, and I'm multiplying. And this time I'm multiplying by 1,000, or 1 with 3 zeros. And this is going to give me 20, or 20 millimeters. I can see that I get the same answer as if I move my decimal place to the right 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. I put a 0 in this spot, also gives me 20. I don't need to include the zeros at the beginning of my answer. I can just start with my 2 for this one. Okay, next example. I'm going from centimeters to meters. So this time, because I'm moving from a number with a smaller prefix to a number with a larger prefix, I'm going to be going up the stairs. Therefore, I'm going to be dividing now. So the hint is the number, your final number, should be smaller than the number that you started with. Okay. So I'm going from, again, a centimeter to a meter. So I'm going up 1, 2 stairs. Okay. I'm going to start by taking my 345 and I'm going to divide it by 100, or 1 with 2 zeros because I'm moving up 2 spots. And that is going to give me an answer of 3.45. I can get that same answer if I move the decimal place. So if there's no decimal place showing in your question, it's assumed that it's at the very end of that number. So originally it's after the 5. So when I move it to the left 2 spots, it becomes right in between the 3 and 4. So my answer is 3.45 meters. So 345 centimeters is the same as 3.45 meters. Okay, my next question looks at converting millimeters into kilometers. I'm going to go back to my staircase. So I'm starting at the millimeters, so the very bottom of my staircase, I'm going all the way up to the top of my staircase to kilometers. So I'm going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going up 6 steps. Okay. So I can start with my original number, 3,421 millimeters, and I'm going to divide because I'm going up the stairs, and I'm going to divide by 1,000,000, which is a 1 with 6 zeros because I'm going up 6 spots. Okay. If I'm looking at my value over here, my decimal place is right after my 1, and I'm going to move it 6 spots because I'm going up 6 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my new decimal place is right there. So it doesn't matter which method you use, your answer will still be the same. So just like I did when I had my larger numbers, in these little egg carton spots, I'm going to put my zeros. And it's always good practice to put a 0 in front of your decimal place. So my final answer becomes 0.003421, which is the same as you would have gotten if you took 3,421 and divided by 1,000,000. The last example we're going to do is look at taking 500 grams and we're converting it to kilograms. So I'm going to go back up to my staircase. This time I'm starting at my unit and I'm going up to my kilo. So I'm going up 1, 2, 3 steps. So I'm starting with 500 and I'm dividing because I'm going up, and I'm dividing by 1,000 because I'm going up 3 stairs. Or if I wanted to look at it with moving my decimal place is right after my 500, and I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3 spots. So right in front of my 5, and good practice tells us I should put a 0 in front of my decimal place, so 0.5. And you can leave out your trailing zeros after the 5. And that is how you convert using the metric staircase within the metric system.